course, our power panel is standing by for a complete reaction and analysis. But before that, if you didn't get a chance to watch the Democratic debate, I don't blame you, but here are some of the highlights. That's okay, they can demonize it, they demonize us all the time. But joining me now to react to all of that wonderfulness, host of Fox Nation's Reality Check on Fox Nation and Fox News contributor David Webb, former RNC Deputy Press Secretary Erin Elmore, and retired Marine Corps bomb technician and Fox News contributor Johnny Joey Jones. And you're from Atlanta, or you live in Atlanta, and you came all the way to New York to talk about
strategy personally, because every time he talks, it's gaffe city cringeworthy moment. If he just stands there quietly and has a few little lines, I think it's safer for his future. I mean, look, we've had 5 debates. They've been so colorful and so interesting. Aren't you excited for the next 8 that the DNC has planned? 8 more of these.
That's to get it down to probably 2 or 3 people on the debate stage.
Right.
If you think about it, their problem is how do they have this 10 weed out? Kamala
Book her out of the contention completely.
We're going to talk to Lawrence, but
the alleged moderates. And the problem with these socialists and the Elizabeth Warrens of the group, they are not going to get the Wall Street. But let's say Elizabeth Warren does get this nomination. Her Medicare for all is toxic in the general. Absolutely toxic. You can't campaign on that against President Trump. And that's the issue here. Can any of these people make it against President Trump? And they don't have that it factor. When we had 2016, everyone tuned in to watch Trump, whether they liked him or hated him. They evoked emotion. Do you get emotion from any of these people?
Bernie, but Bernie talks in all caps.
Right. But I think people have seen that pony. They rode that pony. That pony is dead and tired. You know what? We already know his shtick. It's over. It's tired. It's stale.
But I think we also have to separate.
Love to understand what a freeloading billionaire is. Has anyone heard of the Giving Pledge? Where, let's see, 204 signatories on there that are billionaires that have given away their wealth. Who are these freeloading billionaires and what are they doing? Are they not paying taxes? Are they not giving away their money? Are they just sitting around in their mansions hanging out because they've earned their money via capitalism?
When we talk about how pretty much everyone's kind of fallen in...
I feel like this new woke culture, it's terrible. But what you were saying about back to the impeachment a little bit, they are just trying to change the results of the 2016 election.
Because they're worried about 2020, though. I mean, It was AOC. At least she's being honest about it. I don't think she realized she was being honest. I don't think, quite frankly, she's that smart. But she even said, we have to do something or else he might get elected again. Right. But of course it is.
And they're the ones that are giving money to the campaign. He's raising money hand over fist. And some recent polling has showed only 40% of independents now support this impeachment. That's down 10 points from just 2 weeks ago. What does that tell you? What does that show you? People are tuning out. They don't want to watch this. When we had Nixon, when we had Clinton, there was a clear crime going into impeachment. Now they're just searching around trying to find a crime because there is no crime.
But I want to talk about the debate, though, too, because I think that we're losing.
Actually, nobody wins. Yeah. Because what did they actually do in that exchange? Did they really put something on the table for the potential
They don't argue the moment, because that's what gave her the fundraising and the momentum whenever Hillary was bashing her. She brought that up. She revisited that. She reminded
I think just like, as much as I love a good Hillary joke, and as much as I love that Tulsi's recycled that white pantsuit for every single debate she's been a part of.
But Hillary still represents this establishment Democratic Party all the way down.
Exactly, because it mostly affects, again, if one more time we hear Spartacus say, black and brown people, black and brown,
tears on the heartstrings of Americans. It peddles in fear.
Americans or dumb millennials?
The latter of the two. It appeals to their emotions. And what you can say to any of these young, safe space participation trophy millennials is, have you thought about the pollution that's going on in China and India? Ours is just a drop in the bucket. But no. We're all going to be dead in 10 years. And AOC isn't having children because
thank God for that. I think we can all stand behind that.
Yes.
But, there was a moment.
We are destroying the climate.
That you actually brought up and we have a clip of. And that's when Biden actually got in his one and only punch of the night going after Tom Steyer. Let's take a look and then we're going to go to David West.
I'm sure it was a terrible time for them.
I live in California, the most woke.
The thing about saying that Joe Biden had this punch, that was a simple counter talking point. One of his staffers or someone in the communications field said, hey, this is how you hit this guy.
Aaron, give the guy a break. He got a sentence out.
Joey and I were like this. We were like, come on, give it to us, baby. It took him forever to get that out. But to be honest, I don't think it was a big win for him because that's just a talking point that someone gave him and said, here's how you punch him and I'll show you how to do it.
I want to move to race and I want to talk
specifically about the debate. Do you know who becomes president if we impeach Trump? Anybody? Anybody? Raise your hand.
I talked with him yesterday. Yes. What's his name? Mike
you know what? They're
Mike Pence. That's
it.
Pence,
but I do want to stick on the Democratic debate because I've had enough of the impeachment hearings. I'm so bored.
So have the American people.
But actually, you brought up a story that I think I'd like you to tell. I know you talk about it on your shows, but for our audience and our Facebook audience that's also watching in addition to Fox Nation, you brought up another candidate who...
That's the best thing you can do to any group, no matter how marginalized they feel they may be. And I believe that Americans are smart. I believe this is why people like...
Everything is trying to give us something free, whether it's the reparations, whether it's the 2,000 free dollars. For this, the best way to do this is via capitalism. David and I were speaking about this in the green room. When you lower corporate taxes, then the company is going to invest more into the employees, thereby giving the employees more family leave and paid family leave. That's the way to do this, not just taxing everyone to death with 2 cents or 3 cents or just 5 cents a day, however you want to do it. That's not the right way to do this. It's via capitalism, and that's what they're not understanding. They have all these grandiose plans, but no way of executing them.
Well, I mean, I think that's the theme of the Democratic Party.
It's give me something for free, but no way to pay for it. It's like a small child.
Oh, they have a way to pay for it, my friend. It's just they don't like to admit that part. That's the part they're missing.
Not useful in our defense. What does that mean?
Nothing.
Please tell me what that means.
This is a safe statement.
Yeah.
This is a safe statement that means nothing, but sounds like it means something. Now, a responsible moderator, and I've moderated a lot of debates in my life, would turn around and say, tell me where are those sections of the wall
that you would
take
down. She said she saw the cages full of women. Remember?
That was...
Hey, do people not realize this has been going on for several years before Donald Trump? It blows my mind.
Authorized, bid, and set up during the Obama years and before that. And by the way, I know people don't like
a long time.
Yeah, but here's the hypocrisy.
It wasn't funny.
He talks about Newark, New Jersey, largest city in New Jersey, where I've been and worked in that